Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha, and today I think I will talk with you guys just a little bit about a question I got asked on my Facebook fan page wall last night. And this is something I've read up on about, and quite a few gurus and experts promote this, even some people that I actually respect their work. But there's some big pros and cons to this idea, and let's talk about it for a bit. And that is the idea of taking ice baths and soaking in ice baths for the purpose of helping you burn body fat because it sheds excess calories. And a lot of you may know that like Paula Nordine does this, and actually Jamie Lewis has discussed it a bit, and I think he's messed with it some. But let's discuss this for a minute. Now, the idea behind this is really twofold. Now, the first part is obvious, just thermodynamics, because of the fact you get an ice cold water. Your body has to heat that water up. It cools you down. Your body has to expend energy to heat it back up. If you're in a calorie deficit, that energy is probably going to come from body fat. Now, the other idea is because your back is in there and there's a lot of brown fat along your spine, and brown fat is linked to fat metabolism and overall metabolic rate. The idea is that the cold actually may stimulate some growth of the brown fat in your back. Now, the latter, I think, is speculative at best. As to the former, there's a couple of issues we run into here. Yes, it will do that. It will work. But the thing is, you need to remember your body will take steps to keep you from going into hypothermia, which means things like pulling blood flow away from the skin so that less of your body heat is going to that area, so that you're not wasting heat because your body's scared you're going to die, and to basically reserve energy in extreme cold. So that's one of the issues. The other thing to consider is that soaking yourself in a cold bath may actually impede recovery from training due to, again, reduced blood flow to some of those big muscles all through the back. And you've got to remember things like the spinal erectors are some of the slower recovering muscles, and that's really the last thing you want to do is impede recovery there. So it certainly will work. Yes, you will burn more calories, absolutely. But I don't think you're going to burn more calories than just taking a nice leisurely stroll around the block or going out for a walk in the park or walking to go do some of your grocery shopping that you will with the same amount of minutes in that ice bath. So I think the other is probably a more useful use of your time, because rather than being sedentary and laying there trying to use heat to pull off calories, you're actually being active, getting a little blood flow going to your muscles, maybe getting some sunlight. And leisurely walking is not going to have any potential issues with your recovery. There's no risk of that impeding your recovery. So while it will certainly work in terms of the calorie expenditure, the other aspects of things with the brown fat is really speculative at best. Until there's hard data on it, I'm not buying it. And there are simply more effective means and uses of your time that are probably more beneficial for you to burn the same amount, if not more calories, when trying to burn off body fat. So if you want to mess with it, go ahead and mess with it, but I don't think it's all that worthwhile. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go.